need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Baldwin. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Let's go now. Time to end it. Check 55 to
Nixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
On first down, McFarland, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they run with Nixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Baldwin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Bang, 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 bang. Here we go, 47. Shoot. Showing up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. 26.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 50. 54. Woo!
Here we go, 46, 46.
Hey, Romo, check Mike 54. Mike
46.
On 2nd and 7. Prescott got the connection here to Bourne. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Joker, 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 Joker.
26.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I got you. Sponge. No.
Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, Wide in. Twist. 26.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Hey, kill. 47.
Motion. Reset.
Here we go. 26.
Here's Freeman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I got it.
26.
Tighten up.
26.
Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right there. 54 Mike. Switch up. Check 13. Check 13.
We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Hey, 47.
Mike spot 4.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
26.
From the 36, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action now, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
52. 52's the mic.
Check pass, check pass.
Hey, chill. 27. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and
3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
26.
52.
26.
Let's go, D. Check 52. Whip.
26.
Now it's Freeman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Bengals drive about to get going. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, here's Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Second and 6. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing off nowadays.
Throwing on first down. Baldwin. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Baldwin. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing again. Baldwin. Jones has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Go, get out there, get out there.
I'm going to come back to you.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Open man is born. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down, now third and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
They'll look to run with Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would